And joining us in studio to guide us through this conversation is a man that I got to watch on stage. He was part of a panel discussion at the Liberty Vuga Knowledge Summit, and his own story is a fascinating one. Mpho Dagada. He's only 23, and he is a youngster who's made a small fortune for himself through trading in this digital currency, in this cryptocurrency. And he's done well for himself, not only through Bitcoin, but through other ventures. And he started getting involved while he was studying at UJ.
Hi, my name is Vuyokazi. Welcome to my channel.
Mpho, a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I did promise that we need to have this conversation about Bitcoin. And here we are. So I'm really glad that we're doing it. And it's coming at a very, very interesting time.
Most definitely, yeah.
So what is it trading at today?
We're looking at about 110,000 in South Africa.
110,000 rand.
Rand,
for
yes.
a Bitcoin.
For one Bitcoin.
For one Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin eliminates the middle person because it's two people who are in agreement, and the transaction happens between the two of them. And what confirms it is blockchain. So obviously that cutting out the middleman cuts out the transaction time. So you've got transaction of someone sending money to a place like China from South Africa, and it'll only take 10 minutes because there is no middleman to delay the process. A lot of people get skeptical because they think that it won't be verified. It is actually verified by blockchain, which is a basic term computer. And yeah, so that does the verification. So it's much quicker. But yeah, as you said, peer-to-peer.
Yes. And what is it exactly? What is Bitcoin?
It's a digital coin.
So it's what? These traceable steps
Yes.
that determine the value.
Exactly. So basically what it is it's a digital coin which is mined by these supercomputers. And because of the technique or the fact that it's not so easy to mine it, values created from that, and the fact that it can't be hacked, and the fact that it works within the blockchain, which the blockchain guarantees the protection of the actual Bitcoin and the transacting power of the actual Bitcoin. So because of that, people have put value onto it, and it's a digital print.
Yeah, like the signature, digital signature that can be verified, that can't be tampered with, that goes from you to me once we've agreed.
Exactly.
Whew. Okay, I think I finally get it. It's been explained to me so many times. I'm coming to you on blockchain and what exactly that is. Okay. Ryan, you're calling from Roodepoort. How are you doing?
Yes, well and so. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
I just wanted to say I've been using Bitcoin for years and years and years, and I actually pay my childminder, who is from Zimbabwe, in Bitcoin. She says, I want so much in Rands, I want so much in Bitcoin, and then when she goes home, she exchanges it there and gets a small fortune for it.
Are you serious? So you pay her using Bitcoin to Zimbabwe, to what? This Golix in Zimbabwe, this exchange?
No, I pay her here.
Here?
I pay her here in Bitcoin, wallet to wallet, so that's from my phone directly to her phone.
Yes.
And she doesn't even need her phone when she's in Zim. And she just exchanges it there.
Oh, I see, because of what's happened with the currency there.
Yes.
And it's working well for you, right?
It always has. It always has.
So you're using Bitcoin Cash?
No, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
The original.
Oh, the original. Right, okay.
Now, let's take that to the broader context of things. In a world where undercover transactions are going through, there's a lot of corruption going through. In a world of blockchain, every transaction can be seen and can be traced to its owner. It's not so easy to trace it to its owner, but it can be traced to its owner. And this is the beauty of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, that it's coming up with a system, the blockchain, which allows for each and every transaction to be seen by the layman on the street, by the politician, and even by the regulating authorities. I think the beauty came from the fact that when the creator, Satoshi, created the Bitcoin, what he did is he released the code, or rather the source code, to everyone to see. So everybody knows a certain amount of Bitcoin are going to be created by a certain amount of time. So only 21 million are ever going to be created. You can't create more or counterfeit it. It's only 21 million. And so far 16 million have been created. So through time, people know that only 21 can be created, so the demand rises from that.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello, Dennis.
Yes, hi. Sorry, what I wanted to ask was, Are we ever going to get to the stage where a cryptocurrency is the only currency? And by that I mean, can I walk into a cafe and buy a newspaper and a Coke?
Oh, cool. I definitely think we're going to get to that stage, and I think we've already started. Amazon takes cryptocurrencies, Takealot.com, Pick and Pay had a testing
they had
round.
that pilot, yeah.
So we're definitely going to get to that stage because of the technology behind it. Can you imagine if all stores are able to see all transactions coming through in a blockchain later? But in South Africa, there are many exchanges that you can go to. There's Luno, which is a well-regulated exchange, Altcoin Trader. So there's a lot of different exchanges that you can go to, sign up, get a proper wallet, and actually buy Bitcoin and have the Bitcoin there.
So you're responsible for it?
Yeah, so she's responsible for it. She owns her own Bitcoin. It's not a thing of she's given someone money who's put some money somewhere and something is happening.
So you can also see
she can also
the
monitor
movement
for herself.
of the value and decide, do I want to sell? Do I want to stay as
what
it grows?
do I want to do?
What do I want to do?
And I mean, she's able to link her bank account to it and withdraw her Bitcoin into fiat currency at any time.
All right. What is fiat currency?
No, well,
good old Rand.
Yeah, good old Rand, good old whatever.
Okay. Tyrone, you're out in Boksburg. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, yes. I would just like to know the value of Bitcoin is obviously based on the scarcity of it. There's only 21 million that are ever going to be available. But with other blockchains being created and other cryptocurrencies being created all the time, how it's not a scarce commodity anymore. So how is the value of Bitcoin assured?
Assured, yeah.
Okay. Very good question. So what he's... Very, very valid question. I think the best way to answer the question is to look at the reason why Bitcoin became so successful. Bitcoin became successful because it was the first man on the scene. First man on the scene with this great technology that everybody ran to. And then now we've got other currencies coming up, etc. To say that the Bitcoin value will be protected and remain the same at any time, no one can guarantee that. And that's where you get a lot of people saying, ooh, I don't want to be involved in this.
Yeah, it's like the wild, wild west. We just all at the mercy of the forces and what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I always say to people is the beauty here is that the demand and supply of the people involved actually drives the price. So you are actually involved in the Bitcoin community when you purchase Bitcoin, and that drives the price. And for a country like Zimbabwe, they prefer that than the government driving the price.
Yes.
In Greece, when they had the whole financial meltdown, a lot of people went into Bitcoin, a lot of people are still into Bitcoin, and they prefer that because they are in control of their own money. You had a lot of people saying, listen, I've worked so hard, I've received my pension, and now the government is telling me that my pension is worth nothing. Whereas with Bitcoin, it's, I've invested in Bitcoin, or I'm involved in this community, and because of this community and because of my understanding, my money is worth something. So it's that. There is no specific thing to say Bitcoin is valued at this and will always remain at this. No. But there is technology and there is supporting information and there is demand and supply within the people in the community that sort of guarantee that value from their investment into the company.
But
remember, when it comes to making money online, you must always do your own research first and use reputable companies. This is not financial advice.
Thank you very much for watching.